Hey guys, how's it going? It's Travis Mortz with the ForesthillFilmLab. Today I just kind of wanted to tell you guys a cool story about just a day in the life of Travis, what's going on with me. I'm just going to jump right into it. So the other day I posted on my local Forest Hill Facebook page telling the community, my small community, that there's a film lab in town now. I thought that, the people, if there was like 2 or 3 people who shoot film, maybe it would be of interest to them. I got a lot of local response actually, and the first person who commented said, "Can you scan my wedding photos from 20 years ago?" So I'm figuring there are probably some prints that they just want scanned for Facebook or whatever, so I said sure. Anyways, the lady actually just contacted me and she said, "Can I bring you the photos?" So she comes over to my house, and here's the story. So here's the box of negatives. 20 years ago next week, she got married, 1997. The photographer was a family friend of theirs, and he shot the wedding on, all on film, of course. It was 1997. So after the wedding, the photographer got all the film developed like he should. He got a proof book made, because that's how you sell prints. You can't sell someone photos that you can't show them, and in 1997 you weren't flipping through your iPad. So he made a proof book. So they saw the proof book, and they made a big order for the prints they wanted. We want 10 of this one and 5 of that one, whatever. But during the time that it was time to order the prints, I guess the photographer was having tough times, and he was going through a divorce, and because of this, he ended up moving away, and they lost contact with him. Couldn't find him anywhere. Fell off the face of the earth, she says. So she never saw her photos again. She never got her wedding photos. Someone shot him, but she didn't see him. Years later, the negatives were given to her by, maybe it was his wife, ex-wife, maybe it was him, I don't really know, but she got her negatives from her wedding. But she still hasn't seen the photos. I mean, she saw the one proof book, but that's long gone. She doesn't know where that's at. So she has no tangible photos of her wedding, nor does she have anything to look at. This would be the same situation for somebody whose wedding photos were on a CD and the CD's been lost, okay? But we have the negatives. So here we are. I've got all the film that we shot on that day, 20 years ago, right here in nice plastic sleeves, ready to go. We've got this envelope here full of negatives cut into 4s, and these are individual sleeves for each negative. That's going to be an absolute nightmare for me to scan. And there's a whole stack of them. So here's her wedding from 20 years ago. That has not been enjoyed yet. And then this is the best part. Let me see if I can shuffle those back in there. The best part, and it's the worst part for me, is this order form. So here's the Bay Photo Lab order, 9 rolls of film developed. And here is the rolls of film cut individually into each frame. So every frame has a number corresponding with it. But because of that, scanning it is going to be an absolute nightmare. But look at that. These are all preserved beautifully. They're inside these plastic envelopes, inside of their own plastic sleeve. And so what this is here is this box is a true testament to the longevity of film. This box is a visual reference for you guys of the archival quality that film has. Look at this. This is a 20-year-old wedding that has not been seen yet. These are photos waiting to be processed still. And because of that, these are extremely valuable now. Since these photos haven't been seen yet, photos are like a fine wine, and with age they only get more valuable. These photos are now going to be way more enjoyable than they would have been if she had a wedding album this whole time. I asked her if there was any people in these photos that have passed away, and she said that her maid of honor has passed away. So, one of the most important people of the whole wedding ceremony, the maid of honor, in these photos is no longer with us. So that means that these are photos that that person's family have never seen. That is just so amazing to me. And this is something that's so important, because this is something that film gives you. And people ask me, why do you shoot film? This is why I shoot film, because these photos can be re-enjoyed over and over again. They're 20 years old and they're about to be brand spanking new when I scan them. and we could order prints from them. She was telling me, oh, some of the negatives, I guess, turned out yellow. That's what the photographer told me. I said, don't worry about it. When I scan them, I can color correct them. This new technology that we have makes being a film shooter better than it ever has been. And this box is proof of that. This box is a time capsule. The best part about all this is, when I looked at the photographer's name who shot this, I realized that I actually know the person. He's now a photography teacher at a high school, and I've been to his classroom a few times talking about film photography. So now I'm going to be able to message him and say, hey, I got one of your old jobs that I'm scanning, and this was all shot on a Hasselblad on Fuji NPH 400, so they're going to look really, really good. I'm going to try to scan some of these so I can include them maybe at the end of the video, some of the more candid photos that aren't too personal, just so you guys can kind of see what the vibe is with these things. I'm so excited just because this is why I shoot film. Here is the good old-fashioned hard drive, the best hard drive you could have. It doesn't take any power. It doesn't take any backing up. You just put it in there, and the longer you forget about it, the better. Like I told her, I'm going to scan all these photos, every single one of them, because I can't dictate the value of these images because they're not my images. But like anything else, these things have gained so much value. This is like buying stock in Apple in the 80s, and she's cashing out now because she gets to enjoy these in a whole new way that nobody else gets to enjoy their photos. Nobody else gets to enjoy their wedding 20 years later like this. So I got to get some of these scanned before her 20th anniversary next week, but I'm very excited. And I just want to share it with you guys. I wanted to share with you the 20-year-old time capsule that's going to live on for 20 years more if I could put all this stuff back together the way I found it. Anyways, guys, I got some fixer to switch over, so I'm going to let you go. But thank you for watching, and until next time, keep on shooting.